So guys, it's me, TKLman64, and I want to show you some footage. And if you look at this footage and you're thinking to yourself, man, this has to be a real Five Nights at Freddy's game. Like, this has to be an official one. Well, you would be wrong, because this is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game. It looks almost exactly like the early Fnaf games. Like, it's pretty much one for one, and it's genuinely insane. And that's the whole reason why I played this game, because it looks exactly like a Scott Cawthon Fnaf game, and that is just absolutely insane. So yeah, I see the video of someone playing this. I was like, I have to play this myself. So yeah, that's why we're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear 1985. Even though like this thing, it should have been Fazbear 85, because that sounds a little bit better. But hey, I didn't title this. So yeah, remember to sit back, relax, grab a Chica lemon bar and some Foxy cooler, and hit that like and subscribe button. We're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear's 1985. Now it's time to talk about the brief history of Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear's 1985. This game released May 19th, 2026, made by Z Blue. And that is about as much information as I have on the game, because this game is so new that it released 23 days ago. I only found out about this game by chance. Usually when I talk about a FNAF fan game, it's like a semi-old FNAF fan game that came out like a couple of years ago, and there's a decent amount of information. No, this one has nothing. Like, this game has no information on it. The only thing that exists about this game is that it has a couple different endings and that it exists, because there's like very little development information and just like anything in general. And it is genuinely sad that nobody's playing this game, because I think Z Blue did such a good job on this game, and it's super high quality. So I recommend anyone to play this game, and I linked in the description below. So yeah, let's go straight into the story. Oh my god! So now let's talk about the story of Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear's 1985. Before, I want to ask you a question. When do you think this game takes place? A, before the missing children's incident. B, during the missing children's incident.
C,
after the missing children's incident. And D, you subscribe to my channel. And if you answered with, you subscribe to my channel, that's the correct answer. Alright, I'm just busting your chops. The real correct answer is C, after the missing children's incident. And the reason why I think that is because you get a couple of cutscenes. And the first cutscene is an 8-bit one after night 2 of 2 security guards, probably in the daytime, talking about how the animatronics smell like unfeathered garbage.
Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
And the customers are starting to notice that the animatronics smell like garbage, and they're probably going to be hit with a couple of OSHA violations and get the place shut down, and they get sued. And they also mentioned how William might have something to do with it, because he's been acting very suspicious. So the next cutscene takes place after night 4, where Freddy is in the office, and there's a daytime security guard talking to someone off camera, saying that the animatronics have been getting themselves into strange places, and the nighttime security guards have been complaining that the animatronics have been getting a little quirky at night, and the animatronics still smell like unfeathered garbage. And one of the other guys are starting to think the place is haunted, you know, the animatronic smell, and because, you know, everything that's going on, and William Afton's been acting suspicious, the children have probably already went missing by the events of this cutscene. So yeah, that's why they think the place is haunted, and they're gonna contact Henry about this, because things are getting pretty bad, and they're just gonna probably continue to get worse. So yeah, that was night 4's cutscene. Next cutscene takes place after night 6, and this is the one that convinced me, yeah, this game takes place after the missing children's incident, because you see Spring Bonnie's suit with someone in it, probably William Afton, dragging a kid, or probably a dead kid, kid off camera, and then he stares at the camera and the recording ends. So yeah, this takes place after the missing children's incident. Yeah. And there's night 7, the night that I did not beat because no. And this has a cutscene that is the very last one that shows the puppet basically talking about how the animatronics are confused and they're under the puppet's protection now. So yeah, that's the final cutscene of the game, basically showing that this game is about the missing children's incident. For a FNAF story, it's pretty standard. Like, it just gives you a little bit of context clues here and there to tell you what the story is. I think it's pretty okay. Like, it's not the best one, but it's definitely more comprehensible than anything from Return to Freddy's. Not me hating on the games, that's me just saying that it just is. But overall, I think it was pretty fine and okay. So now it's time to talk about the gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear's 1985. And you play as a night security guard tasked with watching over Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And your office has a hallway in front of you, and you have a door on the right, and you have a vent on your left. And the hallway, you have to press control to use the flashlight to see if there's anything there. There's a light on your right door that you have to use to check if anyone's there. And the vent is not that important, at least not right now. You have a camera system that has, of course, cameras you can check, and there's a reboot system that's used for deterring off threats, and then there's a vent seal on the vent camera that's used for deterring threats. And if you keep the vent sealed too long, your toxic meter will fill up and you'll die. So yeah, now I'm gonna talk about the animatronics, and I'm gonna do it night by night. Night 1 consists of Bonnie and Chica. Bonnie will start on the stage and he will roam around the right side of the building until he gets to your right hallway, and then he will come into your office and you have to flip up the camera real fast and press reboot system to make him go away. Chica will start on stage and she'll roam the left side of the building, and she will go into your vent. And when she enters the vent, immediately seal the vent because she is high priority. You can get killed by her in less than 5 seconds in the later nights. So always seal the vent as immediately as you hear the vent noise. And when she leaves, unseal the vent so you don't die. So yeah, that's Bonnie and Chica on night 1. And overall for the night, it's pretty challenging for a night 1. They actually get to your office, or at least I had a challenging night 1. Usually they're kind of a pushover night, but I'm glad it was a little bit challenging. Night 2 introduces Foxy. He is in the Kids Cove camera. He has 3 stages. His first stage is when you see his muzzle sticking out of the curtains. And when you see that, just hold the light on him and he'll go back in. His second stage is him with the curtains more open, and his third stage is outside of the curtains, and I'm pretty sure either goes into your hallway or kills you. I don't know. I never let him get past stage 3 because I immediately sent him back into the curtains. And night 2 just makes the already existing animatronics a little more difficult. So yeah, night 2 is pretty intense for a night 2. It's pretty fun because the gameplay is overall pretty fun. And now you have night 3, which night 3 introduces Freddy. And Freddy will start on stage and start roaming around the building until he gets into your office. And when he does, you have to turn off the lights by holding shift and he'll go away. I forgot to mention that, so now I did. And what night 3 does, it just higher the difficulty of all the other animatronics. And this is when the game starts to get real and really intense because all the mechanics are starting to flow together. And this one you have only 4 animatronics, but there are still more to come. On night 4, you get introduced to Bring Bonnie.
Your life is nothing. You serve 0 purpose. You should scrap yourself now.
I'm gonna be honest, I fudging hate Spring Bonnie. Or as the game calls him, Happy Bunny. This mother trucker sucks. I hate everything about him. He's miserable and awful. Mechanics are okay because if you see him in your right door, just flash the light on him and he'll go away. If you see him in the hallway, you gotta go through the cameras and find his banjo. The problem is there are 4 other animatronics in this game. So you can easily get screwed over. I died so many times to this mother trucker on night 5. He killed every single run because he just sucked. And it doesn't matter. Sometimes you can find this banjo and he'll still kill you. Or at least that's how it felt for me. He could be in the door and you can flash him and he'll still decide to kill you. This mother trucker is just evil. Pretty sure he's trained by the devil himself. Hate Spring Bonnie. Every fiber and being in my body. So yeah, night 4 is actually really fudging challenging because it makes all the other animatronics more difficult. And Spring Bonnie sucks. So yeah. And the next night is night 5 where you get introduced to Fredbear. And he will enter your hallway. If he enters your hallway, you have to flash him with the flashlight. If you see him in your right door, just do not turn on the lights or he will kill you. So yeah, he's a pretty chill AFK animatronic. He's not that high priority, but Spring Bonnie is a piece of trash, so he's high priority. Well, yeah, night 5 is super fudging challenging. This night was so difficult for me for some odd reason. It was just like so challenging. It was because of Spring Bonnie. That mother trucker sucks. He screwed me over every chance I got. I know I just keep talking about how much I hate that mother trucker, but I have a blood feud with him. He's that awful. So yeah, night 5 is really challenging. Every other animatronics difficulty is up pretty high, so you can get screwed over pretty easily by just like everything. And this game uses the movement opportunity system, so meaning that it's completely up to chance and you can easily get screwed over by Freddy deciding to enter your office, followed up by Bonnie. Then Spring Bonnie is either in your hallway or your right door, and then Chica decides to go into the vent and you're pretty much just screwed at that point. There's no coming back from that. So yeah, and then there's night 6, which introduced no new animatronics. It's just a harder night 5, and I somehow beat that in 2 tries. I had to lock in for that. Like, I was hyper locked in at that point. So yeah, the gameplay of this game I think is genuinely really fudging good. I think a good FNAF game is really challenging by night 5 and night 6, so it doesn't feel like the game's a pushover. And I genuinely just think it's pretty awesome gameplay. It really reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but you replace Toy Bonnie with Spring Bonnie. So yeah, it's pretty fun gameplay. I genuinely recommend the game on the gameplay alone. I did not beat night 7 because no, I'm not beating the custom night. If night 6 is already fairly challenging, then night 7 will be dang near impossible. I'm not playing that. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Also, the game has an extra menu that has renders of the characters that you can look at. You can see some behind the scenes of the game, and there's also a credits menu there. So yeah, this game has a lot of stuff in it, and I think it is pretty good. Now, time to go on to the conclusion of the video.
Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, my friend.
So now the conclusion of the video. How did I feel about this game? If you watched the entire video, you know I fudging love this game. This game was so good. It was so fun. Like, it's genuinely one of the best FNAF fan games I've ever played. If I were to rank all the FNAF fan games I played, it would go Five Nights at the Krusty Krabs at dead last. That game is not very good. Five Nights at Candy's. Yes, I played Five Nights at Candy's, but I didn't make a video on it. I think that game is not very good, in my opinion. Return to Freddy's rebooted, and then Five Nights at Freddy's, Fazbear's 1985, and Winter Wonderland. I still think Winter Wonderland is just a little bit better because it was just so fun and just basically perfect. This game was very close to it because it was just that good. It looks exactly like the original Five Nights at Freddy's games, and like it is just really fudging good. This is everything I would want in a Five Nights at Freddy's origin game. Like back in the day, set before the Missing Children's incident or set during it, this is the game I would want because it's just that good. Also, Z Blue put so much effort into it. I am sorry for the terrible audio quality. I just wanted to make things right and to mention that there was a bunch more people who worked on this game. I can't name off everyone. All of their names up on screen. During the recording of this video, I was unaware that there was a lot more people that worked on this. I'm very much a man out of time. Because I remember when FNAF fan games were only made by like one person, and that's it. So sorry to all the other people who made this game. You deserve a lot of credit. So yeah, go back to enjoying the video. and I think they deserve a lot of credit, and I hope they make more Five Nights at Freddy's fan games with the same quality. This game was just really good. So, yeah, want to see more videos like that? Put in the comments below, and thanks for the support, like always. This was your host, the KetoMan64. See you all in the next one. Goodbye.